The question I want to address now is, well, what is this declaration? Well, the best thing to find out is to read it. So if you haven't yet, you can find it online at greaterlove.org.uk. We've put copies on all of your seats as well. It's pretty simple what this is. It is a statement of classic, historic Christian teaching on marriage, sex, and identity. And actually, really, there's nothing very remarkable about it. It affirms what Christians in every age of the church would have said. Normal, faithful Christians. And all through the 20 centuries of the history of the Christian church, these same truths would have been affirmed and believed and would have been considered pretty unremarkable for most of them. And that's reflected in the fact that this is our launch event today, but already in the week since we published this, we've gained signatories from well over 2,000 people, and over 800 of those are those in recognised pastoral positions, ministers, clergy, and other pastoral workers in Christian churches. And from really every strand, so far we've had people sign from the Church of England, from Baptist churches, from Methodist churches, from Roman Catholic churches, from Presbyterian churches, that's myself, Independent, Pentecostal, and many more. What we have here is just a statement of standard historic Christian belief on marriage, sex, and identity. That's what we have. So that's what it is. When it comes to ordering our lives, including our sexual behaviour, we are, as Jesus taught us, to lay down our lives for the good of other people. Greater love has no one than this, that he lay down his life for his friends. But I suppose the interesting thing about it is this, is that it is a statement on the goodness of classic, historic, orthodox Christian teaching. It is a statement on why the doctrine of marriage and the concept of chastity, that is, holding back our fulfillment of our sexual desires and limiting it to within the way God has designed us and called us, why that is good. Not many years ago, no one would have thought there was a need for such a statement, but there definitely is today, because somehow we have got to a place in Britain where it's no longer considered good. We've got to a place where fulfilling ourselves rather than denying ourselves is considered a moral imperative. Indeed, we're on the cusp of a situation where to hold to this standard core Christian teaching about self-sacrifice in our sex lives could even be made illegal. And that is why we felt it really necessary and a great thing to be able to set out clearly why. No, it is very, very good. So it's a statement on classic Christian teaching on marriage, sex, and identity. It's a statement on the goodness of classic Christian teaching on marriage, sex, and identity. And then thirdly, it is a statement by Christian ministers, clergy, and pastoral workers of our commitment to stand by and teach this doctrine, this classic teaching of marriage, sex, and identity. Now, why have we felt the need to do that? Why have we felt the need to do that? Well, because this is embedded in the core of Christianity. When Jesus said, greater love has no one than this, that someone lay down his life for his friends, he was, of course, principally speaking about himself. The greatest love of all is that Jesus did these things for us. That's what Christianity therefore teaches about all things, and it's what Christianity teaches about sex. That's why the lifelong self-giving union of one man and one woman is central to how we should live our lives as images of God. And that's why chastity and self-control, not indulgence, is a core Christian sexual virtue. That's why Christian teaching is good, and that's why Christian ministers are not going to stop teaching this. We will proclaim our Lord and his love for us, and we will love one another and other people in the way that he's loved us. We won't do it as well as he did, but we will do our best to be faithful to him. So that's what it is. It's a statement on classic historic Christian teaching. It's a statement on how good it is. It's a statement that we will stand by it.